Ashfaqulla Khan pronunciation was a freedom fighter in the Indian independence movement who had sacrificed his life along with Ram Prasad Bismil. Bismil and Ashfaq were good friends and Urdu poets. Bismil was the pen name of Pandit Ram Prasad, whereas Ashfaq used to write poetry with the pen name of Hasrat. Ashfaqulla Khan was hanged in a conspiracy against the British Raj in the 20th century. He was a prominent figure of the Hindustan Republican Association. Early life: Ashfaqulla Khan was born on October 22, 1900 in Shahjahanpur in Uttar Pradesh. His father, Ashfaqulla Khan, belonged to a Pathan family which was famous for their military background. His maternal side was of the family was better educated, and many of those relatives had served in the police and administrative services of British India. His mother Mazharun Begum was an extremely pious lady. Ashfaqulla was the youngest amongst all his four brothers. His elder brother Hasrat Khan was a classmate of Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil. When Bismil was declared absconder after the Mainpuri conspiracy, Hasrat used to tell his younger brother Ashfaq about the bravery and Shayari Urdu poetry of Bismil. Since then Ashfaq was very keen to meet Bismil, because of his poetic attitude. In 1920, when Bismil came to Shahjahanpur and engaged himself in business, Ashfaq tried so many times to contact him, but Bismil paid no attention. In 1922, when non-cooperation movement started and Bismil organized meetings in Shahjahanpur to tell the public about the movement, Ashfaqulla met him in a public meeting and introduced himself as a younger brother of his classmate. He also told Bismil that he wrote poems under the pen names of Warsi and Hasrat. Bismil listened to some of his couplets in a private get-together at Shahjahanpur and they became good friends. Ashfaq often wrote something and showed it to Bismil, who immediately corrected or improved the same. Thus a very good poetic alignment between Ashfaq and Bismil developed, and it was so familiar that whosoever listened to them in any of the poetic conferences called mushaira in Urdu language was overwhelmed with surprise. Friendship with Bismil: when Mahatma Gandhi withdrew the non-cooperation movement after the Chauri Chaura incident in 1922, so many Indian youths were left dejected. Ashfaq was also one of them. He felt that India should become free as soon as possible, and so he decided to join the revolutionaries and also win the friendship of Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil, a famous revolutionary of Shahjahanpur. Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil, an active member of Arya Samaj, never bore in mind any prejudice against any religious community. This was the only reason behind it that won the heart of Ashfaq, and he became a confident friend of Bismil. Ashfaq was a devout Muslim and together with Bismil had the common objective of a free and united India. They sacrificed their lives on the same day of December 19, 1927 as martyrs for India, but in different jails of Faizabad and Gorakhpur. Kakori train robbery: the revolutionaries felt that soft words of non-violence could not win India its independence, and therefore they wanted to make use of bombs, revolvers and other weapons to instill fear in the hearts of the Britishers living in India. Although the British Empire was large and strong, yet very few Englishmen had conquered India due to its untrained armies and political divisiveness. The withdrawal of the non-cooperation movement by so-called leaders of Congress united revolutionaries scattered throughout the country. But the newly started revolutionary movement required money to support its need. One day while travelling on a train from Shahjahanpur to Lucknow, Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil noticed every station master bringing money bags into the guard, who kept them in a cash chest in his cabin. This cash chest was handed over to the station superintendent at Lucknow Junction. Bismil decided to loot the government money and utilise it against the same government which had been continuously looting India for more than 300 years. This was a beginning of Kakori train robbery. To give a flip to their movement and buy arms and ammunition to carry out their activities, the revolutionaries organised a meeting on August 8, 1925 at Shahjahanpur. After a lot of deliberations, it was decided to loot the government treasury carried in the 8-down Saharanpur, Lucknow passenger train. On August 9, 1925, Ashfaqulla Khan and 8 other revolutionaries looted the train under the leadership of Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil. They were Rajendra Lahiri from Varanasi, Sakindranath Bakshi from Bengal, Chandrasekhar Azad from Pune, Kshop Chakravorty from Calcutta, Banwari Lal from Raebareli, Mukundi Lal from Etawah, Manmarth Neth Gupta from Benares and Murari Lal from Shahjahanpur. Conspiracy case filed. The British government was astonished at the courage of the revolutionaries. The Viceroy deployed the Scotland Yard to investigate the case. Within a month the CID collected the clues and decided to arrest almost all of the revolutionaries overnight. On the morning of September 26, 1925, Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil and the others from Shahjahanpur were arrested by the police, but Ashfaq was the only one untraced by the police. Ashfaq went into hiding and moved to Benares. From there he went to Bihar, where he worked in an engineering company for about 10 months. He also wanted to go abroad and meet Lala Hardayal for his concrete help in the freedom struggle. He went to Delhi to find out how to move out of the country. In Delhi, he took the help of one of his Pathan friend, who in turn betrayed him by informing the police, who arrested Ashfaq. Tasadduq Hussain, the then superintendent of police, tried to play communal politics between Bismil and Ashfaq. He also tried to win the confidence of Ashfaq by provoking him against Bismil, but Ashfaq was a strong-willed Indian who surprised the SP Tasadduq Hussain Khan by saying, "Khan Sahib, I know Pandit Ram Prasad better than you. He is not such a person as you say, but even if you are right, then I am also quite sure that as a Hindu, he will be much better than British India, to whom you are serving like a servant." Ashfaqulla Khan was detained in the Faizabad jail. A case was filed against him. His brother Hasrat Khan deployed Kpashankar Hajila, a senior advocate, to plead his case as a counsellor. Mr. Hajila fought the case till the very end, but he could not save his life. While in jail, Ashfaq daily performed namaz prayer 5 times, reciting the verses from Quran. The case of the Kakori conspiracy was concluded by awarding death sentence to 4 daredevils, viz., Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqulla Khan, Rajendra Lahiri and Thakar Roshan Singh. The 16 others were awarded the rigorous punishment varying from 4 years up to life sentence. By an eyewitness account, on a Wednesday, 4 days before he was hanged, 2 English officers looked into the solitary cell where Ashfaqulla Khan was lodged. He was in the middle of his namaz. Euro unregistered trademark "D like to see how much of that faith remains in him when we hang the rat," quipped one of them. But Ashfaq continued his prayer as usual, and both of them went away murmuring like a wind's way. On Monday 19 December 1927, Ashfaqulla Khan is known to have taken 2 steps at a time, as he walked up to the post. When his chains were released, he reached for the hanging rope and kissed it by saying these words, "My hands are not soiled with the murder of man. The charges framed against me are a bare false. Allah will give me the justice." And at last he recited in Arabic the Shahada. The noose came around his neck and the movement lost one of its shining stars in the sky. Few words from Ashfaq's diary. Ashfaq was a very good Urdu poet who wrote beautiful couplets and ghazals with the pen name of Warsi and Hasrat. But very few people know that he had also written in Hindi as well as in English. While he was confined in the solitary cell of Faizabad jail, he started writing a diary. Few words of English are reproduced hereunder from his diary. Patriotism brings with him all sort of troubles and pains, but a man who chooses it, all the troubles and pains become comforts and ease for him. That is why we remain cheerful up to our aim. Only for the love of our country I suffer so much. There is no dream, and if there is only one, to see my children struggling for the same and for which I am expected to be finished. Brothers and friends will weep after me, but I am weeping over their coldness and infidelity towards our motherland. Weep not children, weep not elders. I am immortal. I am immortal. In another letter written to his beloved mother, sisters and nephews he writes, "We too have done some of the works which we could, but those were the days, we had the glamour on face and strength in the chest. But now is the hope only hope from you, you are now grown up and we are at the verge of setting like a sun in the west." In Urdu he had written, "Kayu bakam haman bur, jo kuchh bur hums ban pan. Ye baatim tab ki hain orzad the othar baba panwa. Magar up to jo kuchh bur hiumadan baz vo tum se hain, javan tum hole bar mor shuka hiarfeabapna." a currency AAAN a currency AAAAN euro a currency OAN a currency yen a currency AAN euro AAAAN AAN a currency a yen euro AAN a currency OAAN a currency a currency currency yen a currency yen a currency yen a currency yen euro yen a currency yen euro yen a currency yen a currency a currency currency yen currency a currency sha yen a currency yen a currency currency Ashfaq in Faizabad. Ashfaq is one of most celebrated persons in Faizabad. Everyone is completely aware of his works. Ashfaqulla Khan Memorial Shahid Shujha Sansthan, which was founded back in 1999 in a small village of Faizabad, works to spread information about martyrs of India among people. This institution was inspired by works of Ashfaq and Bismil. Popular media portrayal. The actions of Ashfaqulla Khan and his compatriots have recently been depicted in an Amir Khan star hit Bollywood movie Rang de Basanti, where his character role was played by the film actor Kamal Kapoor. See also, Hindustan Republican Association, Sukhdev Thapa, Chandrasekhar Azad, Raguru, Thakar Roshan Singh. References. Ashfaqulla Khan Memorial Shahid Soja Sansthan, Sharma Vidyanav Yug K Devta, Bismil or Ashfaq 2004 Delhi Praveen Prakashan ISBN 81-7783-078-3, Research Reference and Training Division, Volno. XLIV January 2, 2001 b. Number 26. Further reading, Iqbal, Nikat. Great Muslims of Undivided India. Kalpana's Publications Delhi 110052 India pages 62-63. ISBN 978-81-7835-756-0.